All right, we start with Niels. Niels, welcome back to Skardu after successfully visiting K2 Base Camp, crossing Gondogoro La, and now you're back in Skardu. Last evening in Skardu, tomorrow you're flying back to Islamabad. So describe the trip and tell us what was your favorite moment.
Well, I think for me, this is a trip that's been a few years in the making for me. I've been reading about K2 Concordia, the panorama that you see from Concordia. So I think for me, it was a really special moment to sit at Concordia. We had a beautiful sunset the one evening
Exactly.
where we could just sit and I mean we could see beautiful views of Gasherbrum 4, Broad
Yeah.
Peak, K2. We could even see a little bit of the G1 and G2
Mhm.
summits behind Gasherbrum 4. So it was really like the fulfillment of something
Exactly.
I'd been reading about and thinking about for years.
Yeah.
So that was very special for me.
Exactly. Being here,
But I think also to have shared it with some like-minded people was also,
exactly. Yeah.
yeah, the trip in general was really, really good because we had a great group of people and
People. Yeah.
I think we were all of a similar mindset. So that was very, very special.
Exactly. Yeah. It's very important that the the group you're traveling with, have like-minded people, small group, and again, Concordia is one of the most beautiful places in the world. You have K2, Broad Peak, G1, G2, all of them. At your distance. So we have Christine. Well done for completing the trip. And now you're back in Skardu as well. And if you could tell us what was your favorite moment, you know.
I think my favorite moment is very similar to Neil. Just seeing K2 for the first time in its
Yeah.
full beauty.
Just there, right?
When the clouds would disappear
Yeah.
and you would look down this valley and there is Broad Peak and some other high mountains and in the middle is just
Yeah.
this giant of K2, the second biggest mountain in the world. And there is something about this mountain that is really captivating.
Yeah.
Like the energy that you can feel from these mountains is just strong and harsh but beautiful at the same time. And that was a really, really great feeling and definitely the highlight of my trip.
Definitely, K2 is, even if you look at the pictures, it's a beautiful piece of art, so it does attract a lot of people from around the world every year, so it's a fascinating mountain. And we have Meg Grazan. Uh,
For me, I think the highlight of this trip is after we were able to pass the Gondogoro La Pass. Yeah, yeah. We top Maria and we top each other's back because, to be honest, I really struggled. I was at first I didn't know if I could finish the hike or not because stamina wise, experience wise, I don't have that much. But with the help of the members, all the staff, yeah, yeah, I was totally dependent on them. Yeah, without them, it would be impossible for me to do it. And one more thing, when I hugged Sam, when we cried together, oh, that was different. That was so different. Yeah.
Definitely. Uh, and
Oh.
so, Christine, Maria, welcome back to Skardu.
Thank you.
And well done. You visited all those mountains, like in Skardu now. So, what was your favorite moment?
Well, I won't be boring and choose the same moment of seeing K2,
Yeah.
but I think one of my favorite moments was the lunch breaks that we had during the
Alright.
trail
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
when we could just sit together in
Yeah.
amazing scenery
Yeah.
and just relax for a little while,
Yeah.
enjoy a nice lunch that our kitchen team had made,
Yeah.
and just admire all the great mountains and have a little break from all the rocks that we were trying to climb.
Right. Yeah. 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 So you have best company, good food, and the view there.
Yeah.
You know,
What
so
more do you need?
what else do you need?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. Brilliant. You know, and we have then Ilaria.
I think for me,
Yeah.
K2 has a special meaning
Yeah.
because it's the mountain of the Italians.
Yes.
And I've
it
always
is.
been
Yeah.
dreaming of coming. I've
Yeah.
seen so many documentaries, I've read
Yes.
so much about it.
Yes.
So getting to Concordia was very emotional.
Yeah.
Seeing
Yeah.
this mighty mountain in front of
Yeah.
you, it
Yeah.
really generated a lot of emotions.
Emotions. Yeah.
And it was even more emotional when me and Samantha reached the Gilgit
The
Memorial
Gilkey Memorial. Yeah. Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the names of those Italians who've been conquering K2 for the first time.
Yes.
And there was one of those plates with a song that we
Okay.
wanted to sing together.
Was
And
it
I
in
think,
Italian?
yes,
It was in
Signore
Italian.
delle Cime, which is
Okay.
a song and a prayer for those who
Brilliant.
have fallen
Yeah.
in the mountain.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
basically looked at each other, started
Yeah.
singing it, and really cried a lot about that. That was the most emotional moment
Yeah.
for us.
I can
And what
imagine. Yeah.
made the whole, yeah.
If I can add, you guys can both sing. It sounded,
Oh, wow.
sounded so well.
they actually
Alright.
sang beautifully.
Should we hear them?
We have a video. of it, so
There
we
is
will
a
share
video,
it,
I
yeah.
think.
There
Okay.
is a video, yeah.
Yeah.
It sounded beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you. And having such a great team
Yeah.
made all of the difference in the world.
Exactly.
Our team, but also the guys that really took great care of us as
Yeah.
if we were a family.
Yeah.
We didn't feel like them and us, we
Yeah.
just felt a whole team together.
Together.
And
Yeah.
it did make
Yeah.
our trip so special.
Special. Yeah. Yeah.
We had a lot of nice moments.
Yes,
Yes.
very nice moments with them.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So you'll see a lot of our pictures. It's not just us, it's the board.
It's
Yes.
the Port Cruise guide and the other stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
And in such a tough environment, I
Yes.
mean, it's beautiful. You're in the middle of these fantastic sceneries,
Sceneries,
but it's still quite tough, right?
It
You're
is
at
tough,
5,000 meters.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's cold. Sometimes it's rainy. So it's
Yeah.
not obvious that
Yeah.
everything goes so smooth. And
Yeah.
we always had a smile on our faces. We
Yeah.
never had a moment where we were
Yeah. Yeah.
too tired or angry or whatever. I think it was just perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
thank
just one more question. Do you think you need a lot of preparation, like physical or mental training before you start this trip? You know. So,
I think it is preferable.
okay.
I think all of us,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
different ways, we somehow
Yeah,
prepared because we're
prepared.
sort of fit people,
Yeah.
sporty people.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
is highly recommendable that
Yes.
people walk a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was interesting because when I got to, even if you don't have the mountains, right? Because
Yes.
sometimes you don't live in a
Yes,
place where you
yeah,
can do
place
that.
We don't have mountains, you know.
But it was very interesting when I got to K2 base camp. I
Yes.
spoke to this guy from Singapore and I said,
Okay.
how do you train to get up to
Exactly.
K2?
Yeah. Yeah.
He said he goes up and down the
wow.
Singapore buildings,
Okay.
running up the stairs.
Stairs.
So
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
really want to do that, you
Yes.
can do that anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
yeah.
get here a little bit fit and mentally ready.
Right. Exactly.
There are specific areas where you need to be prepared, like
Prepared.
Gondogoro, for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would need some mental strength.
Right. Definitely.
I see that Christine wants to add something.
Yes.
One thing to add, I think as well very important is the mindset that you bring on such a trip,
Yes.
because you're in
Yeah.
the most beautiful landscape,
Yes.
but conditions are harsh. Especially if you're like us, you're from Europe or
Yeah.
from South Africa, where you have a really high standard.
Yeah.
You need to be able to get rid of the standard for 2 weeks and sleep
Exactly.
outside. There is not much facility. There is no running water. There is no power. There is cold nights, but you have to manage because you are surrounded by the most beautiful mountains in the world. But you have to prepare for that as well, I think.
Exactly.
It's
yeah.
not a stroll.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it's not a
really
stroll.
tough hike.
You are
Absolutely.
rewarded,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's a real adventure.
Adventure. Yeah. Yeah. As you said, you know, the mindset is very important. You know, once you're in a mountain, you need to remember you have to enjoy the mountains, enjoy the view. You know, and have a good time. You know, and if we compare the standard from Pakistan to other developed countries, obviously it's not the same. You know, but you're not here to compare the standards. You know, you're here to enjoy the mountains. You know, that's a valid point. You know, so it's a pleasure to have you all here. You know, and we will be wishing you all the best tomorrow when you take your flight to Islamabad. So it was nice to meet you all.
Thank you so much.
Inshallah, we will meet again.
Inshallah.
We really hope it'll be a snow